Okay, your flesh will betray you, right? Now, what does this mean? Okay, now your flesh is basically anything that's the opposite of what the spirit needs, right? And it represents our human nature, you know, our body, selfish desires, you know, and our tendency to sin, right? So things like you know, real world example, lust, that's something that feeds our flesh. It's one of the main feeders of our flesh, especially as men. Addiction, pride, right? Those three are probably some of the biggest feeders towards our flesh, right? And all it means is that our weakness, our own, you know, bodily weakness can separate us from God. Okay? So here. If you got your Bible close to you, go to Galatians 5:17. It says, the desires of the flesh are against the spirit. Okay? And so all that means is, you know, anything that the flesh wants, right? They're gonna automatically be the opposite of what the spirit wants and needs, right? So things like I just said, things like addiction, lust, those sins, bro, those are horrible. Those are horrible for your spirit and horrible, you know, just for you in general. And also go to Romans 7:18. And you know, it includes things that are like physical limitations and selfish impulses that basically oppose God's will, right? If you go to Romans 7:18, it says, nothing good dwells within me. This is my flesh. So anything that the flesh needs, 9 times out of 10 is not good for you. Basically. And you know, the way that you feed your spirit and not your flesh is you return to community, you return to prayer, you know, you return to walking the path of God, right? And it doesn't really, and I don't want you guys to get the takeaway that we're condemning our body or something like that. That's not what I mean. It's more so acknowledging our need for guidance, basically, by God, right? And not trying to do it all on our own, okay? And for example, a person might be aware of honesty being a key trait of someone who's a godly man, right? But instead, they still act, you know, deceitfully and, you know, cunning due to their own fear or pride, right? But yeah, so my biggest takeaway here is remember the phrase, your flesh will betray you, because it's not good for you. It's not meant for you. And your spirit will love you. It'll bring you to a higher path. You will walk differently. And yeah, that's a short one for today.